My name is Jaye Legate. All my life I've been fascinated by wildlife and the outdoors. Now, I'm at Mountain Home Air Force Base. To me, it seems this is a place that most people dread being stationed. They cite lack of things to do, boring, arguably ugly scenery, and terrible weather. In the time that I've spent here, however, I found that it's a place full of mystery, adventure, and hidden beauty. A videographer by trade, I'm making it my mission to experience as much as I can in a single summer and show my fellow airmen that there really is something for everyone in this rugged landscape. Idaho is the 7th least densely populated state, while being the 14th largest. From its desert grasslands to alpine tundra, rocky canyons to mountain glaciers, more than 60% of Idaho is public land waiting to be explored. Unless you arrive in the spring or early summer, your first views of Idaho will likely be brown, dry, flat, barren desert. For many, it doesn't take long to become quite over this sight. This isn't what I pictured, they think to themselves. I pictured mountains, rivers, or at least some trees. But don't let this get you down. The Snake River Plain doesn't represent the entire state. In fact, greenness may be far closer than you think. Most people don't wait long to visit Boise, and it really is quite a nice little city, nestled at the base of the Boise Mountains, complete with trees, parks, and rivers. But what lies beyond those peaks? I wondered this myself and decided to drive north toward McCall. It doesn't take long for more of the postcard Idaho to show itself. Curving along with the Payette River, the road returns a sense of enjoyment to driving. You think to yourself, you're not going fast and you can't pass the car in front of you, so you may as well sit back, put the windows down, and enjoy the ride. This is a massively popular ride with motorcyclists, and along the route you'll find spots to pull off and take pictures, drop in a fishing line, have a picnic. It's the perfect Sunday drive. The Payette is popular with rafters and kayakers too. You can hardly move without seeing someone launching a watercraft or passing buses full of people with rafts in tow.
This part of Idaho was originally settled by gold miners and lumber mill workers, just trying to come up this way to find a nice way of life. You can kind of see a little bit about what they were after. As you look in here, you can see shiny flecks. Now obviously I'm not a prospector, most of this is probably mica, but there's some distinctly yellow bits in here that might be gold. You never know, we might strike it rich.
McCall was originally founded as a logging settlement, but quickly expanded and became transformed into a tourist destination with a marina, ski resort, and seasonal festivals to keep people coming back for more. The city is also home to the 15,000 square foot Harshman Skate Park, commemorated by Tony Hawk himself. Winding northward from Boise, passing Lucky Peak Reservoir, State Highways 21 and 75 serve as a grand looping byway connecting Boise to the towns of Stanley and Ketchum and back to Mountain Home. Roughly a 6-hour drive on its own, this scenic bypass is best enjoyed segmented over an extended trip into the wilderness. Along the way, you'll pass by the larger alpine lakes in the Sawtooth Wilderness: Stanley, Redfish, Yellowbelly, Pettit, and Alturas. All are accessible by car and provide excellent camping, hiking, and relaxation. The real gems, however, can only be found at the end of a trek to the mountaintops. The Sawtooth Wilderness is dotted with crystal clear lakes nestled at the bottoms of craggy peaks just below the treeline. The adventurous can hike up from the trailheads and enjoy backwoods camping, fishing for elusive species, and unmatched views of Idaho's wilderness. Ketchum and Sun Valley are adjacent towns nestled at the foot of Bald Mountain. This area is world-renowned for its pristine ski slopes, but has also gained a reputation as an engaging summer destination. Aside from the standard mountain activities, the towns are home to top-class venues for golf, tennis, shopping, restaurants, and more. I've been eager to spend time in the Sawtooth National Forest, and an area known as Copper Basin to the east of Sun Valley is about as wilderness as you can find. Miles and miles of empty, nearly untouched land is crisscrossed by trails and dotted with alpine lakes. Along with that, Backcountry camping, hiking, and hunting provide for ample opportunities to view wildlife in their natural habitat. Still, being able to get away from it all comes with its own risks. Throughout large parts of Idaho's wilderness, there is zero cell phone coverage. Gas stations can be hundreds of miles apart. For campers and hikers, be aware that at high elevations, the weather can change in an instant.
So we're shooting this in mid-July, but as you can see behind me, summer has come late to the Sawtooth Mountains. This right here just emphasizes how the weather can change instantly when you're out camping in this wilderness, so always make sure that you're prepared to handle freak weather like this.
The majority of Idaho's backcountry is open to wilderness-style camping, but it's important to keep an eye on the current fire restrictions. During the dry summer months, a single spark or unattended flame can set thousands of acres of wilderness ablaze. Being so far from civilization offers an incomparable sense of peace, heightened by a night sky unspoiled with light pollution. It's a serene way to bring an end to hours, days, or weeks of adventures. Sunrise happens quickly in the mountains, and most of these peaks hold alpine lakes nestled in dips in the terrain. A new experience for me, I'm eager to do little more than sit on the bank and enjoy the solitude. For anglers, rainbow and cutthroat trout can be fished from almost all of these lakes, and the determined can even track down several which contain golden trout and Arctic grayling. Idaho is an outdoorsman's dream. From the grasslands of the Treasure Valley, desert canyons in the foothills, to alpine tundra and dense coniferous woodlands, there is always something new to experience. What I've learned so far is that you simply can't see it all in a single season. This place takes time just to glimpse a tiny bit of what's on offer. I set out to experience Idaho over the course of a couple of weeks, and while I'm ending my trip on a high, I had no idea just how much stuff there was to see and do here. This place is full of history and natural beauty. Now, like a lot of people, I wasn't overly excited to come here myself, but I've really found that this place is what you make of it. You just have to get out and look.